What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Jake Shavink here, and happy Mock Draft Monday to you all, especially you Lions fans, because that's what we're going to be doing here in this video, of course. The Detroit Lions 7-round mock draft. 5 picks in the top 85. Plenty of draft capital to work with. Prove the defense, maybe add a weapon or two somewhere. Fix the offensive line. Whatever it may be, we're going to go through a simulator here through 7 rounds and hopefully improve the Detroit Lions enough to get them into true NFC contention this year. So let's dive into the mock draft right now. All right, guys, here we go with the PFF mock draft simulator. Check it out. I quite like the simulator a lot. Gives you a lot of options here. Okay, this is perfect. Okay, we got 3 quarterbacks coming off the board in an interesting order. Anderson and Carter both come off, so it leaves the real quandary, I think, at pick 6 and what a lot of people believe is going to be the choices. Devin Witherspoon, Tyree Wilson, and Christian Gonzalez. I'm going to lean Christian Gonzalez here, and I think that obviously has been the popular selection for the Lions for a long time, but I think it really stamped it in this combine. Testing as an elite athlete, we knew he was a good track background. He's got impressive leaping ability. Ball skills. We saw this year of ball production. Is it an outlier? Maybe, but it's a great time to have that 1 year of ball production. Great size for the position. I think versatility in terms of playing, in press, playing off coverage and zone. I think he does, a great job not letting anybody stack him vertically in the passing game. Pretty solid tackler and just incredibly fluid hips to change direction, whether it be, coming back downhill, inside saddle technique, whether it be flipping his hips in zone coverage to work to getting into his spot in the route concept and getting in position to make plays. I think Christian Gonzalez is a home run selection here at pick 6. Moving right along here, let's see if anybody comes up that we would like to see. Van Ness comes off. Okay, so pick 18, I think this gets really easy here, actually. I think we don't go running back. Bijan's been really popular, a really popular selection, and I think it makes a ton of sense to take him here. Do we want to do that? I think the other option is, I love Nolan Smith, but that's just not the type of player the Lions need currently. Myles Murphy is. This is your strong side defensive end, right edge setting type, great power, great length. I think if you're going to build this unit the way you want to up front, having Murphy is a big part of that. But again, Bijan Robinson might be the play here at pick 18. I'm going to stick with Myles Murphy. Like I said, I like the power. I like the explosiveness he has. But again, this is going to be your strong side, more defensive end. Let Aiden Hutchinson, let Houston, guys like that rush the passer a little bit more. But Murphy's going to give you a little bit of that as well. So let's go Murphy here. It hurts to pass on Bijan Robinson because I really enjoy picking him there for the Lions. But we'll see what we do. The Giants got Bijan Robinson. That's a fun selection there. As we move down the board, there's a player I really want at pick 48. We'll see if he gets there. He did get there this time. What really stinks, though, is none of the top linebackers made it here, and I really don't like that. There's a good chance this might be the selection later in the draft for them. So Jack Campbell was obviously the guy I really wanted at pick 48, but I will say it gives us the opportunity to do what I'd really like to do at the position. At 48 is let's make sure the offensive line is fully intact here. We've got a potential hole at guard. Let's fill it with Steve Avila, who I think, real mountain of a man, tough to move, really strong anchor, really great power, strong hands, is not really ever blown off his spot. He had some great reps against Jalen Carter in the championship game. This is the really final piece along the offensive line. Everything is fully set now. We're making this pick, I think, 10 times out of 10. Just because the player, the position, the need, it's all there. And it gives me the opportunity to make a selection I really want to at pick 55 here to really bolster the defense up. All right, we're going to scroll down the board a little bit, but this is Keanu Benton every time. He is a perfect selection here. You have Ellen McNeil, as more of the nose space eating type. Let's get after the quarterback a little bit more from the interior. We got Myles Murphy, more of a guy who's not as truly dynamic of a pass rusher, but you have Hutchinson. Let's get the dynamic pass rusher from the interior, Keanu Benton, who played a lot of nose, who played a lot of shade, one tech. He played a lot there and he was fine there, but like his true position is playing, some 2-eye, some 3 tech, right? Let him be your 3-4 defensive end. Let him be a true 4-3 defensive tackle. Let him get after the quarterback. Incredibly strong hands, incredibly violent hands, violent club move. He's going to go to that move a lot, but it works so well because it's so well timed and he's so quick off the ball that he's got guys on their heels immediately. How about the battles early in camp between Avila and Benton? I'm here for that. Let's take Keanu Benton here at pick 55. So obviously, we're looking at linebacker, of course. We're looking at running back a little bit as well. We're looking at tight end. So Laporta goes there in early round 3. That's unfortunate. That'd be a really nice selection, but we can always wait. Tucker Kraft goes right before as well. I think then we turn elsewhere. We take a look at running back. What do we like at running back here? There's some big names, but there's also names you can kind of wait on and potentially land later. So I think that opens the door to other spots. Tight end's a little too shallow at the moment to take this early. Do we go corner? Do we double down with the Christian Gonzalez selection? Maybe we do. And maybe we, effectively secure a cornerback room that is truly loaded. Like I said, running back later, tight end later, gives us some options. Linebacker, like I said, it just feels too early. But we could in theory go receiver here, and that wouldn't be too bad either. But I feel like the receiver room is pretty solid. But if we went like with a guy like A.T. Perry, with like a guy like Michael Wilson, who they don't have in the room, Xavier Hutchinson, a lot of tough decisions to be made here. Let's do the corner double down. I'm gonna take Riley Moss. I'm gonna go down the board a little bit here. I know it's not the top guy. We're not just gonna take the best player. Garrett Williams, injury issues. I could be talking to Jalen Jones though. I think the film is really good of his. But let's take Riley Moss. Aggressive, I think really good technique up in press. I've been very impressed with his game. Let's double down here at corner. And then we've got some of the skill positions for day 3. So we got 153, 182, 193. Noah Sewell coming off that early really hurts. He could have been the pick there. I don't hate it, but we went the direction. We've built the defense up. Now let's make sure we got skill positions. We know Malcolm Rodriguez is a really nice day 3 player at linebacker. Bet we can find another one here. Now I guess Ivan Pace won't be that guy. Bonaconda going really hurts as well. That was a really good target for Detroit here at running back. Yeah, the board is thinning. It's thinning a lot. But we'll have some looks here. Okay, yeah, I think this is the move for sure. I don't think I'm going to look anywhere else. I'm going to take Dorian Williams here. Let's figure out linebacker right now. Fast, powerful guy, runs with his hair on fire. A guy who can be coached up, a guy who can operate in space as well. I think that is a really strong selection. You have maybe a little bit undersized in space players at linebacker, but you got a lot of big dudes eating up space for them up front, like McNeil, Benton, Murphy. Like they're loaded there. Okay. So running back has a few names. I like Eric Gray here. I think that is the best available at that position. Tight end has a few names. So I think I'm going to go Eric Gray here. Let's get the tight end in a moment. Yeah, I think he's the best here. Some really nice quick twitch movements, great lateral mover. I think he gets defenders grasping for air in space, but I think a really smart runner between the tackles, powerful. He doesn't blow you away with speed. That can be Swift's kind of go-to stuff, and you let Gray be your really lead back. Maybe you don't let him be the lead back. You bring Jamal Williams back, but that stable of Gray, Swift, and Williams would be very, very good, and it gives you another pass catcher in Gray who I think can be effective in your offense. Last but not least, pick 193. Got 3 nice tight end picks here that are available. I think you opt for the guy who can play a little bit of inline. I like Payne Durham. Gindorf is intriguing. Zach Kuntz has incredible athleticism. Probably something I should take the swing at here. this is tough. I'm between Kuntz and I'm between Davis Allen. I think both are really strong selections. Allen gives you the little bit more of the inline player. Kuntz gives you the ability to flex him out a lot more. Let's swing. Let's swing. Davis Allen, we can find an inline guy in draft free agency. Let's swing on the 10 out of 10 athlete in Zach Kuntz here, who I think has really nice quicks, a pretty strong route runner at the position. I'm a pretty big fan of his, especially on day 3, especially with the value we just got him right there. Absolutely. So this mock's going to finish up. I think a pretty strong draft overall here. Didn't get maybe what we wanted at linebacker. Maybe Noah Sewell was the move in the 3rd round. But I think overall, like, as much as it hurt me to pass on Bijan Robinson at 18, I think this is a really strong draft across the board. And it gives the Lions much needed help on the defensive side of the ball, swinging twice at corner, getting guys up front in the front 7. I think this is really strong. I really like what I see. Moss and Gonzalez, you get Murphy, Benton, you get a guard spot in Avila. I think overall I'm really thrilled with this draft. So I hope you guys enjoyed this 7-round mock draft for the Detroit Lions. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, promise you. Hit that like button. There's a lot of prospect film breakdowns if you haven't been on the channel before. I do a lot of that here, so stick around, especially for the draft season. This is the best time. So yeah, I'll hopefully catch all of you guys in the next video. Farewell.